Why is it that I'm experiencing these symptoms 24/7 even though there is nothing necessarily making me anxious? That is the question that I want to answer in this video. You are having this, okay, you understand it is anxiety, but why are you having these sensations 24/7? You're having the intrusive thoughts without a break. You're having the physical symptoms without a break. That is the question that I want to answer in this video. If you have not watched my video about the stages of anxiety recovery, I want you to go and watch. And in that video, I talk about the rock bottom stage. Every one of us has been at the rock bottom stage where you're experiencing these symptoms, but you literally don't understand. You think you're gonna lose your mind from this, those symptoms. You think you're gonna go crazy from those symptoms. You think you're gonna die from those symptoms. You go to the hospitals, but doctors don't give you solutions to whatever you're struggling with. They might give you pills, they might give you antidepressants until you go and manage and cope. But these symptoms are annoying, they are debilitating. You just need an answer to whatever you're struggling with. Then you start digging deep, you start thinking deeper, you start researching about whatever you are experiencing. Then lucky enough, you might land onto people like us who talk about these anxiety disorders, or you are lucky to have been diagnosed by a professional who knew, okay, there's nothing physically wrong with this person, because with doctors, they can ignore you if all tests are done, then they find out that there's nothing physically wrong with you, so you are okay. They can ignore you, or some can tell you, okay, maybe it's anxiety. So you are lucky enough and you are diagnosed earlier that it is anxiety, because I found that out that some of you have not even been diagnosed. You're just being given pills, but no one is really telling you what is going on. So you know it is anxiety, and you understand anxiety as an emotion, as a normal emotion. Maybe when you want to talk in front of a crowd, or maybe it's your first day at your job, or maybe when doing these YouTube videos, I get a little bit nervous when I want to do these videos. So that's how you understand anxiety. But this anxiety, and let me tell you something, guys, the first time that I was diagnosed with anxiety, I was surprised. Nilishtuka kwa sababu I was like, okay, me, I know anxiety as an emotion. At first I didn't believe that it was anxiety, because me, I know anxiety as a normal emotion. Maybe you did something and you're expecting the consequences. I know anxiety, the butterflies in my stomach, the frequent urination, that is anxiety for me. But this anxiety that I'm struggling, I can't think clearly, I'm having these feelings of unreality, the frequent headaches, I literally couldn't function. That was it for me. My anxiety reached me to the rock bottom. I couldn't function. So what type of anxiety is this? And I want to explain to you. There is normal anxiety, where anxiety is an emotion. Generally, anxiety is an emotion, and everyone in this world, every mammal in this world experiences anxiety. Then you have the disordered type of anxiety that you're struggling with. This is when your nerves are overreactive, your nerves are sensitized. You see, our nervous system is like a cup. It has a stress threshold, and when you exceed it with stress, it can't take it anymore. This cup overflows, and when the cup overflows, your body reacts to this an overwhelming amount of stress with anxiety. That's what now we call sensitization. Sensitization is when your body can't take any type of stress anymore. That's why you find that now you are anxious 24/7, because you are sensitive. Anything, my own thoughts used to make me anxious, my own breath used to make me anxious. I used to wake up in the morning and the first thing that I used to think about is anxiety. Up to the night when I was closing my eyes, all I thought of was anxiety. Like, talk about even sleep, don't even talk about sleeping, because I was not sleeping. I was sleeping. I literally was not getting any sleep. So when you overwhelm your body with stress, because our bodies can't talk, it presents you with feelings of fatigue, with feelings of brain fog. Your brain is telling you, hey, please stop. You have overwhelmed me with so much stress. Now I can't take it anymore. You can't think clearly. You are forgetting easily. You are fatigued, because your body is communicating. It can't tell you, you know what, Henry, I'm tired. No, it communicates through these symptoms. So at first, you might doubt that whatever you're struggling with is anxiety, because you literally don't understand. You're having this debilitating, you feel like no one really understands whatever is you are going through. So you start digging deeper, you start adding pressure to your already sensitive nerves. How do you add pressure? You are thinking deeper, you are Google searching your symptoms, you're figuring out everything, you're trying to make them stop, and these actions tires out the nervous system more. You think that you're doing something to stop whatever is happening, but whatever you're doing is stressing out the nervous system more. And when you stress out the nervous system more of these symptoms that you're trying to run away from, more of the anxious symptoms. So there are, from what I found out, there are 3 reasons why people experience anxiety 24/7. First is your behaviors. Most people struggling with anxiety, when you don't understand what is happening, when you don't have the knowledge about anxiety, you are doing something something about anxiety. You are worrying, you are panicking, you are mentally solving things, you are physically doing things to try and find relief from anxiety. And these actions stresses out the nervous system more. And when the nervous system is stressed more, it presents you with these symptoms that you're trying to stop, that you're trying to run away from. So you taking actions, the actions that you're taking makes you experience more anxiety symptoms. That's why you're having symptoms 24/7. The second reason why you're having symptoms 24/7 is that you are sensitized. Our nervous system is overreactive at this point. You are stuck in the fight or flight. And when you're stuck in the fight or flight, you're having stress hormones 24/7. You're having the adrenaline and the cortisol 24/7. This means everything is making you sensitive. When your nervous system is overreactive, you are sensitized to everything. I've told you I was sensitized to my own breath. My own breath used to make me panic. A smell that a weird smell used to make me panic. A door slam used to make me panic. A tap on my back used to make me panic. Just waking up in the morning and seeing like I'm still here used to make me panic. So you are overly sensitized, you are hyperstimulated, and everything can make you anxious. Even if you're out there trying to have fun with friends, doing your thing, you just find that you are having this symptoms 24/7, even though around there is nothing necessarily making you anxious. The third reason why you are anxious 24/7 is that the brain takes months or even years to be retrained. The brain takes a lot of time to be retrained. So the moment you are experiencing this, this anxiety, the symptoms, just say, you know what, I still have this anxious energy within. Don't go into panic mode. Okay, why am I having? You still have anxious energy within. And the brain is like a plastic organ. It can be rewired, though it takes time. Think about it. How long have you been in the anxiety cycle? It has been time, months or years. So how do you expect to be recovered in a month, to retrain your brain in 2 months? It's not possible. So the brain takes time. So whenever I experience those symptoms, I just say to myself, you know what, I still have anxious energy within. I'm still not yet recovered. I'm here temporarily, but I know I'm working towards my recovery by living my life, by exposing myself to my fears, by not adding second fears. Once you know all that, then recovery is inevitable. You're focusing, you're fearing, you're fixing is what keeps the cycle going. Stop reacting and learn how to respond. That's how you get out of this disordered cycle of anxiety. You need to realize that you are already in the mess and stop digging, because the more you are trying to stop it, the more you are fearing it, the more you are focusing on it, the more you are trying to fix it. That's what makes you more sensitive. You are strengthening the fear pattern. So you ask yourself, okay, why am I having these symptoms 24/7? I had symptoms 24/7, and by the way, I used to some people used to say, me, I only have symptoms in the morning, but at night I'm okay. Me, I used to have symptoms 24/7, and my main reason why I was having symptoms 24/7 is because I was still doing something about it. I was still digging deeper. I was still worrying. I was still, we call them the second fears. They are like logs of wood. If you have fire and you keep adding logs of wood, this fire will keep burning. So how will you expect this fire to stop, to burn out, when you keep adding logs of wood? It's just not gonna work. When you keep worrying, when you keep avoiding, when you keep resisting, when you keep trying to figure out, mentally solving, how is that fire going to burn out? It's just not possible. So for you to not have those symptoms 24/7, you need to stop adding second fears. Start living with those symptoms there. Respond to your symptoms without adding second fears. That's what keeps the fire burning. So this was meant to be a short video, but I hope I have answered your question of why you are experiencing symptoms 24/7. So if you have watched up to this point, kindly a thumbs up for this video, like this video, share this video to other people who may need it. Comment down below what is the main reason why you think you are having those symptoms 24/7. Is it because you're still adding second fears? Do you feel like you are on the right path but you still have anxious energy within? That's why you are having those symptoms 24/7. Kindly comment down below and subscribe to the channel, because it helps the channel grow. If you want to work one-on-one with me, I have a coaching program where I help others overcome anxiety disorders permanently. I know breathing techniques, no yoga, no meditation. You have tried all of those things, supplements, you have tried all of those things and they are not working. That's why you are here. So I am gonna use my natural way to help you overcome anxiety disorders. I'm gonna guide you out of the anxiety cycle. I'm gonna help you rewire your brain. I'm gonna help you retrain your brain. If that's something that you are interested in, use this WhatsApp or this email to reach out to me. Otherwise, let's meet on the next one.